anyone looking to make some elegant escort cards for their next event, stick around because I'm here to give you a step-by-step on how I go about making mine. Now, I would say this is one of the easier Cricut DIYs you can do, so if you just got one, you are in the perfect spot to try these out and hopefully build some confidence when you go about using your Cricut. So we are going to start off by going into Design Space and opening up a new canvas. When you're in here, you want to go to the left-hand side where it says Shapes and you want to grab a square. When you click on any of the shapes, it will drop right into your canvas for you, and now we need to go ahead and change our sizing. Now, typically when I make place cards or escort cards, I usually make them 3.5 for my width. Since I'm going to be making this into a rectangle, we need to hit that unlock button so this doesn't stay proportionate and keep it a square. Then for my height, I'm going to be changing this to 2 inches. If you wanted these to be a flat lay card where they're not standing upright like mine were, you would leave it like this. This part is not necessary, but I do like to change the color of what cardstock I'm going to be using so I can kind of visualize this a lot better. If you're someone that wants to do the tent fold like I did, I'm going to go back up to more, and I'm actually going to double the sizing of my height. This part that you're seeing right now is just going to be the front, but we need something to prop it up, and we need it to prop it up evenly. So whatever the size of your height is, you're just going to double it. Once you hit enter, your size should change, and now you're going to get a long rectangle like this. If you're someone that has a scoring stylus or a scoring wheel, you're going to want to go ahead and make a scoring line. This absolutely helps when you go to bend it to make sure you have this perfectly even. So on the left hand side, I went to my shapes and I grabbed one of the lines. I'm going to start by going to rotate, and I'm going to turn this 90 degrees. Then whatever your width is, you're going to make it your height. Since we rotate it, it thinks it's the opposite. Beautiful. Now we have our flat cut shape and also our scoring line. So what we want to do is select both of them, go up to the top here under align, and then hit center. Then to prevent anything from moving, I'm going to make sure both of those layers are still selected. I'm going to right click and then hit attach. You'll see both of your layers are stuck together with the same operations that we left it at. You don't want to flatten for this, and you don't want to group. Make sure you're just attaching them. Now we're to the fun part where we get to add our text in. As you guys saw on the left hand toolbar, I selected text. Then I'm coming up to the top where it says font, and I am selecting a nice scripty text. Obviously, Cricut Sans does not do it for me, and I'm sure it doesn't do it for most. Once you've gone through the long, tedious process of picking out a font, you want to make sure you switch your operation. So since I'm going to be using jelly rolls, I switch it to pen, and then on the right hand square here, I'm taking more of the finer details. So I selected the glitter gel, which is closest to my pen option, and then I also changed it to this silvery white color. Chances are if you don't like it on your screen, you're not going to like it when it comes out, so just make sure you're kind of liking the vision that you're seeing. And I like to scale it down so it has a nice amount of room and it looks good. After I'm happy with that, I select all my layers once again, go back to align, and this time I'm hitting center horizontally, just to make sure my text is placed nice and evenly. Now to make sure that my text doesn't move, I want to drag this down in those layers that are attached. That will make sure that none of those move from each other. And then of course, the last thing we need to do for an escort card is to give a table number. So what I did is created another text layer, and again, I'm doing the same thing of choosing a different font, scaling it down, and then I'm going to put it under my attach. Just a quick fun fact while I do that is that an escort card and a place card are very different from each other. Escort cards are usually grouped together with all the guests, and usually you grab it and it's telling you what table you belong to. Where place cards are actually put at the exact seat you're going to be sitting at for the night. Anyways, back to this tutorial where you see I just finished my first escort card. Depending on how many guests you're going to have, you want to take that attach layer and duplicate it as many times as you need, and just change out the text to whoever the guest is and whatever table they'll be at. Obviously for this demonstration, I'm not going to go through a slew of cards with you guys, but you get the gist of how you need to change it. Once you're done making all your guests and you've gone onto the make screen, it will prompt you with what your mat is going to look like. This is based off a 12 by 12 cardstock, but you can always change under material size to see how much you could fit on one sheet of whatever cardstock you're going to be using. Once you have that all set, you want to click continue and then select the material. Since I'm using a textured cardstock paper, I'm going to select this heavy cardstock option. Depending on whatever you decide to use, just make sure it's on the right settings. Once you select your materials, it's going to prompt you with what tools you're going to need in order to accomplish your look. I personally don't have a scoring wheel, so I just switch it to scoring stylus. Anytime you want to edit some of the tools, you can hit that edit tool button and then select it by there. And it also prompts you on what tools you need to load in what order. So the first thing my Cricut told me to load in was my scoring tool. It's going to be going into clamp A, while my cutting tool is already in my clamp B. So with my cardstock already on my mat, I am just loading that in and having it do its thing. The scoring process is very quick, and it's actually going to have me load in my jelly roll before it actually does the cutting as well. And as you guys can see, I have a pen adapter, and I put the little plastic piece underneath so I know exactly where it needs to be placed as far as height. Also, I always move my star wheels out of the way, especially when it comes to writing with these high ink gel pens, because if they roll over them and they haven't dried quick enough, it will smear across the entire thing and absolutely ruin the entire project. So as you guys saw, right after I finished writing, it did cut these out for me. So I had an easy enough time just taking off the rest of the cardstock and then peeling these off of my mat. I do give the mat a light bend back so they do kind of pop off themselves. And then of course the scoring lines did help me prop these up so they have the nice little tent feature. Make sure to give this video a save so you can give these a try next time you're having your next event.